Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Base! Forward. Hoop!
Our invocation will be given by Pastor Wallace Hill III, Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church.
Let us bow. Eternal God, our Father, we thank you this morning for being here. We thank you for these men and women of the LERTA Graduation Academy of 2023. We ask, oh God, that you would keep them as they go out on this task. We thank you, oh God, that you would keep them right now as they accept this God-given call to protect and serve humankind. We ask that you would bless them, their families, and their friends, and this great institution. Keep them in your care as they start these new assignments. We ask all of these blessings in the name of Jesus the Christ. Amen.
Amen. Roll call. Beelan.
Here, sir.
Bryant.
Here, sir.
Cantu.
Here, sir.
D'Arcangelo.
Here, sir.
Demaray.
Here, sir.
Fido.
Here, sir.
Friend.
Here, sir.
Hicks.
Here, sir.
Hill.
Here, sir.
Jackson.
Here, sir.
Kuznar.
Here, sir.
Labrat.
Here, sir.
LeGuy.
Here, sir.
Lyons.
Here, sir.
Melvin.
Here, sir.
Miller.
Here, sir.
Montileone.
Here, sir.
Myers.
Here, sir.
Phillips.
Here, sir.
Powell.
Here, sir.
Rexford.
Here, sir.
Sharin.
Here, sir.
Stillwell.
Here, sir.
Voorhees.
Here, sir.
Ward.
Here, sir.
Warden.
Here, sir.
Seats.
Sir, unbiased service, integrity, respect, sir.
You know, please be seated. We will now have opening remarks by Jason Wilson, Vice President of Student Academic Success.
Good morning, everyone. Here, sir. Here, sir. Here, sir. Wow. You know, I am not Dr. Beverly Walker Graffia, who is the president of Mott Community College and normally delivers this welcome to the LERTA program. I've seen it many years. And kind of standing in the back, I can tell you this is one of my favorite ceremonies that we do at the college for a lot of different reasons. You know, as we close out the academic year or close out the fall semester right now, there's a lot of business that we're taking care of, a lot of grades and other administrative things that are happening behind the scenes. But I can tell you, being at these ceremonies is the reason we do all that stuff. It is absolutely a joy and privilege to be here, to be a part of today and this moment with this class, these graduates. I had a chance to talk to a couple of them this morning. I said, wow, what a way to kick off the holiday season as graduates. And so it really is great to be with you today as we open these ceremonies. So again, welcome. Today we are celebrating the fall 2023 LERTA class of cadets and their journey to this point. Let's give them a hand real quick. Also, before I continue, certainly on behalf of the president, who I mentioned could not be here, the administration of the college, the faculty, the staff, and the students, we certainly congratulate the class and we welcome you here joining us today. Before we get in, or before I continue with some brief remarks, I'd first like to recognize members of our board. Our board helps us set the course and the vision for what we do, and we're very appreciative of their support. We have 2 board members here that I have seen so far. I'm going to start by recognizing the chair of the board, Mr. Andy Everman, who I believe is on my right. Mr. Everman. Also sitting in front, our board secretary, Wendy Walcott. I believe we have a few elected officials here. I'm not going to necessarily go name by name. I saw Sheriff Swanson, obviously. Can we recognize and give our elected officials a round of applause for the service that they do? Now, when I give remarks or agreements, usually at the large commencement, those of you that have been there, what you may not know is that I have a informal agreement with MCC's Public Safety Department that it's my job to keep the program short and brief. And in return, if I fulfill my job, then they specifically allow me to leave the parking lot first and not get caught in the traffic. So I'm going to do that and keep it brief and keep us moving forward. So I can avoid the traffic next May. So as I look to my left, we see that there are 26 cadets, and I'm sure right now that you guys are filled with various thoughts and emotions. Among those are likely happiness, excitement, a sense of accomplishment, humility, and my favorite that I know you're feeling is gratitude and feeling grateful. Grateful to the LERTA team, led by Lieutenant Livingston, Chief Jackman, Sergeant Cheney, Dan Thomas, your faculty. It takes a team really to prepare your training, so I know you're grateful to them. I know you're probably grateful to your fellow classmates, your fellow cadets who helped get you through, I would imagine, and there were probably times that you needed a helping hand and you were able to lean on each other, so I'm sure you're grateful to each other. And finally, grateful to the friends and family that are here supporting you. And I shouldn't say finally, grateful certainly to the agencies that have sponsored you to be here, and they're certainly here showing you support. But yes, definitely grateful to the friends and family, your network, your loved ones that have supported you all the way through that are here celebrating you today. Why don't you give them a hand for what they've done for you? You'll have many memories from today. It's probably be a long day, maybe a party or something like that. So lots to happen today. My advice or what I recommend is that if you cherish and take anything from today that you keep with you is this sense of gratitude. Certainly the feelings that you have of gratitude are very appropriate. The irony, though, of gratitude, and we're in the holiday season, which is really about gratitude and appreciation. The irony is that as grateful as you are to all of us, we, in turn, are incredibly grateful to you. Incredibly grateful to you. Grateful to you that you chose to come to Mott and receive your training, because we know, maybe I'm a little biased, that you got the best of the best training. We know that. And if you happen to pull your favorite vice president over for a ticket. You might remember that. You may not. I don't know. I'd be grateful if you did. But, you know, we're certainly grateful that you chose and completed the program, because it's one thing to start it, it's another thing to get in it and get through the middle of it and finish it. So we're certainly grateful that you completed the program. And we are definitely grateful for the choice that you have made to step forward and enter into this profession and commit to keeping our community safe. We are definitely grateful that you have made that choice. And I want you to know that that gratitude that we have for you making that choice comes with some tokens of appreciation. Know that you have our hearts, our warm hearts, that they are with you. Know that you have our good energy. Know that you have our well wishes and our prayers. And know that you can lean on those things every day and every night, because you have them. Because we know that the individuals that commit to keeping us safe also need safekeeping. And I encourage you to lean on your network and lean on your village, because we are here for you. So, in closing, I'd like to basically acknowledge again the work of the staff at Mott, and certainly extend a heartfelt congratulations to the class of 23. Congratulations, guys. Happy holidays, everyone, and have a great day and a great holiday season. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. At this time, I'd like to introduce Andy Everman, Chairman of the Board of MCC Trustees.
Good morning. Thank you for attending. Police officers are one of the most honorable people in our society. They take on a position that few of us ever want to do, and we never want to see what they see, because you can never not see it then. I have 3 objectives today in speaking to you. The first one I'm taking care of right now. I need Sergeant Cheney to come forward and Lieutenant Livingston. Please come forward, sirs. For those of you that don't know, they will be retiring this next year. I'm the chairman of the Board of Trustees. We have the Chairman's Award of Excellence for individuals that reach outward and upward, welcoming the world to not only our community, but to broaden the horizons of all of our students. These gentlemen have exhibited this beyond imagination. Most students will never be through a program as challenging as this. These gentlemen have done it. I'm acknowledging them. Seldom do people be acknowledged for the wonderful things they do. The wood for the pencil holders, which is what these are, comes from across the parking lot here behind the Early Childhood Center. They're ash trees that succumb to the emerald ash borer. Gentlemen, sir, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Sir. Now, this is a commercial for the college. If you're over 21 years of old and you do not have a college degree, you can attend Mott College for free. If you're over 62, we have a thing called the Gold Card. You can come back and become a student. We love to have you, whether you're just over 21 or if you're over 62. That's the commercial. Now, the third thing, this is the challenge coin. Each one of our students will receive it. All of the officers in here have received them during their career. The challenge coin was originally designed and developed during World War I so that you would know the different units that they came from. It became an instrument that an officer will pull it out, and then that's the individual that has to buy the hot chocolate. I've used it with children who are inconsolable. I sneak it out from behind their ear and ask them what it is. And then I give it to them. And I tell them, anytime you get into trouble, anytime something's wrong, pull it out of your pocket. Show it to a police officer. They will recognize you as a good guy, and they will always help you. The police officers are always there to help you. That's community policing, and that's what you're going to do. And that's what makes officers lovable. Sure, you're going to pull me over and give me a speeding award at time to time, but it's that connection with the young children. We need them to know that you are an honorable profession, and that's why I love our program at our college. You never hear about one of our graduates abusing a resident citizens. They are honorable. And you hear them when they give their speech. So all of you, when you go out, remember, they have chosen a challenging profession, and we must all respect them for what they will see in the future that we never want to see. Thank you very much, and good luck in your careers.
Thank you, Mr. Everman. At this time, we'd like to recognize our Academy instructors. This is done by Sergeant Danelle Cheney, who is the Academy Training Coordinator.
Good morning. The Academy's instructors that are present, if you're seated, would you stand? If you're on the back wall, take a step forward. On behalf of the Mott Community College Executive Board, Mott Community College President, Dr. Beverly Walker Graffia, the Mott staff, the LERTA staff, Chief Jamie Zachman, we thank you for your dedication, your commitment to our success. I've been working with the LERTA Police Academy for 10 years? At least 10 years. And back then, we would look over at graduation and have 10, 12, 14 graduates. This here is an accomplishment. This is an accomplishment. On behalf of us here at Mott Community College and the law enforcement professionals, we would like to thank each instructor, each volunteer for your dedication, for mastering your craft, but more so, your commitment to come back and share your knowledge with the next generation of law enforcement officers. Let's give them a hand. Thank you.
Our keynote speaker for today is our own Jamie Zachman, Chief of MCC Department of Public Safety.
Good morning. It's truly an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as the Executive Director, Chief of the Department of Public Safety at Mott Community College. I extend my warmest congratulations to the 23rd graduating class of the Law Enforcement Regional Training Academy, affectionately known as LERTA, a class of 26 dedicated and resilient individuals who have successfully completed a rigorous 16-week training program to pursue their dreams in law enforcement. First and foremost, let me express my gratitude to the families and friends gathered here. Your unwavering support has played an integral role in the success of these recruits. The journey of becoming a law enforcement officer is demanding, and the sacrifices made by each recruit's loved ones have not gone unnoticed. Thank you for standing beside them as they pursued their commitment to the service and protection while attending the police academy. Please continue to support your officers while they navigate what is ahead of them. An intense field training program awaits them, and they will soon be experiencing a lot of firsts in their careers. Some of these experiences will be extremely challenging, both physically and mentally. To the members of the 23rd LERTA Police Class, you stand here today not only as individuals, but as a collective embodiment of determination, discipline, and duty. Over the past 16 weeks, you have undergone intense physical and mental challenges, honing your skills and knowledge to prepare you for the demanding and noble profession of law enforcement. As you embark on this new chapter in your careers, I want to share a few thoughts that I hope will resonate with you as you continue your journey into public service. First and always remember the importance of integrity. Integrity is the cornerstone of trust, and trust is the foundation of effective law enforcement. Uphold the highest ethical standards and let your actions reflect the values of honesty, fairness, and accountability. Your character will be tested, but it is during these moments that your commitment to integrity will define you as a law enforcement officer. Secondly, never underestimate the power of empathy. Policing is not just about enforcing the law. It's about connecting with the community that you serve. Strive to understand the diverse perspectives and experiences of the people you encounter. Empathy builds bridges, fosters understanding, and ultimately strengthens the bond between the law enforcement and community. Embrace a commitment to lifelong learning. The world is ever evolving, and law enforcement is no exception. Stay informed about advancements in technology, changes in legislation, and best practices in policing. A commitment to continuous learning will not only enhance your individual capabilities, but will also contribute to the overall improvement of law enforcement as a profession. Lastly, remember that you are not alone. Law enforcement is a brotherhood and a sisterhood, and the bonds that you forge during your time at the academy will be the foundation of a network that will support you throughout your career. You're now a part of the Mott tribe. Lean on each other, seek guidance when needed, and always remember that a united force is stronger than an individual effort. In conclusion, as you leave this academy and embark on your careers in law enforcement, carry the values of honor, duty, and service with each and every day. Your role is vital, and the impact you will have on the communities you serve immeasurable. Congratulations again, 23rd graduating LERTA class. As you take your oath to protect and serve, may you do so with pride, professionalism, and a deep commitment to making a positive difference in the lives of those you encounter. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Every academy class elects someone to speak on their behalf at the graduation. This is quite an honor. The spokesperson for this class is Jason Myers, City of Flint Police Department.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jason Myers, and I'm honored by the privilege to be addressing you all today on behalf of the 23rd session of the Mott Community College Law Enforcement Regional Training Academy. Peter Schutz, former CEO of Porsche, once said, "Hire character, train skill." That is exactly what has transpired from the LERTA 23 class. and why I believe we will be the most proficient and indelible cohort to graduate from LERTA to date. Our commonality of commitment, tenacity, fortitude, and altruism lay the obligatory foundation for successful recruits. Skills can be taught, but an individual's moral character is the basis of which everything else will follow. To be successful in this field, high-quality training is imperative. To be the best, you must learn from the best. We are fortunate to have done just that. Our training has come from some of the most knowledgeable and respectable instructors in the profession. Sergeant Cheney, your disciplinary techniques were what we needed to keep us in line, push us to work harder, and to be better in both the physical and moral aspect. Your stories of real-life experiences have prepared us for scenarios we may soon find ourselves in. Sergeant Bernard and Officer Zucchini, your defensive tactics, handcuffing, and pressure point training will ensure we are prepared for the uncertainty clouding every situation we enter in our new roles. And Lieutenant Livingston, your motto, another day, another way, will remain inherent in our minds, reminding us that beneficence is the true principle behind being a police officer. Being a leader is more than a job, position, or title. It is a lifestyle. Your leadership skills are a reflection of that statement. Over the past 16 weeks, we have all made innumerable sacrifices. We have spent long hours away from families, spouses, children, and friends. We have missed birthdays, sporting events, date nights, and other important gatherings. While others were celebrating and having fun, we were here putting in the work. And that dedication and commitment is what we will carry with us into the next phase of our careers. We will still miss parties, holidays, and important milestones, but that is a sacrifice we made when we started this journey, and the sacrifices will continue as we move forward through this honorable and noble profession. I cannot envision a more exceptional group of individuals I would rather have spent the last 16 weeks with. You have each brought with you various attributes to contribute to the group. Talent, character, integrity, intuition, passion, and empathy are just a few of the positive qualities I have witnessed being demonstrated daily. I am thankful to have been part of this group and for all that I have learned from each one of you. I know I'm walking out these doors a better person because of each one of you. 16 weeks ago, we were a room full of strangers. Today, we are peers, colleagues, friends, and family. Before we walk out those doors today and embark on this journey, I leave you all with this quote from former President Ronald Reagan. "Evil is powerless if the good are unafraid." I encourage you all, as you start your new jobs at your respective departments, to remember why you chose this career path, to remember your vision, and remember what you hope to contribute to this world. The job won't be easy, because if it were easy, everyone would do it. I wish you all the best of luck in your new careers. Go out and celebrate your accomplishments. You have earned it. I would now like to present this plaque to the LERTA staff on the behalf of the 23rd LERTA class.
Thank you, Jason. We'll proudly display that in the lobby of our academy building there. So, hello, everyone. My name is Dave Livingston. I'm a lieutenant with the Mott Community College Department of Public Safety and currently assigned as the training director to the Law Enforcement Regional Training Academy. Before we give out the certificates to the recruits, I wanted to say a few words about our staff. We talked about the instructors and everything, but behind the scenes, we've got people who are working every day to make this a successful program. And I'd like to start out with my good friend Sergeant Danell Cheney. Wouldn't be able to do this and be as successful as we've been without his encouragement, support, and he's just done a great job. And I know this next class is gonna be his last one, and it's gonna be tough working without him. As a matter of fact, he was gonna retire in August. But when he found out that I was gonna stay around for another year, he said, then I'll stick around for another year. So I truly appreciate that. And Mr. Dan Thomas, our recruiter. Dan is essentially responsible for filling the seats, and he's doing a really good job with that. So I appreciate your efforts, sir, Dan. Thank you. I know she's gonna hate this, but Kitty Severance, in the back, okay, wearing the red, there's something to be said about administrative assistants. You just can't run an organization or program without them. And without her, we would not be as successful as we are. Now, she's helped in other ways as well. I look for these teachable moments sometimes during a class, and I always try to coax her into the classroom. She's on to me now, she doesn't do it anymore. But when I was able to do that, when she left, I would have the recruits write down the description of what they saw, what happened, just to teach them that, hey, all these witnesses you're gonna come across, they're not all gonna see the same thing. So, but thank you for playing along anyway, Kitty. And Beverly Lloyd, Chief Seckman's Administrative Assistant. We go to her for the higher-up things that we need to accomplish, whether it's a budgetary item or anything else that's associated with our program. So I know she's here somewhere. By the doors, hiding, as usual. Thank you, Beverly. And to our Chief Jamie Zeckman for her support, and she has been here just a short period of time, but she's been awesome in showing her support and moving the department forward as well as our program. So thank you, Chief. And of course, Dr. Beverly Walker-Grafia, who unfortunately can't be here today, but I really appreciate her support. She loves being at these graduation ceremonies, and we miss her here today, but I do thank her for her continued support of our program. So thank you, Dr. Beverly. And now, the time they've been waiting for. They want their certificates so they can get out of here and go to lunch, right? Well, I'm going to take it nice and slow. No. At this time, I would like all the dignitaries up front to form a reception line, starting next to the podium here, please, all the way around. And what we're going to do, we're going to present these certificates to the recruits, and they'll go through the reception line and get back in order, okay? That's right. Okay, from the Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Jill Warden. That was nice. The City of Flint Police Department, Ricky Cantu. The City of Ferndale Police Department, Antonio Monteleone. The Richfield Township Police Department, Anthony Hill. The White Lake Township Police Department, Ann Demery. The City of Grand Blanc Police Department, Jamie Ward. The Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Jacob Laverick. The City of Vassar Police Department, Jared Legui. The Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Noah Jackson. The City of Flint Police Department, James Bryant. You do have friends outside the academy. The Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Bianca Hicks. The Office of the Sheriff, Shiawassee County, Deputy Veronica Beelan. The Grand Blanc Township Police Department, Cameron Rexford. The City of Flint Police Department, Aaron Stillwell. Recruit Christian Miller. The Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Joshua Powell. The Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Roman Fido. The Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Austin Darkangelo. The City of Flint Police Department, Jason Myers. The Office of the Sheriff, Shiawassee County, Deputy Jacob Phillips. The Beverly Hills Department of Public Safety, Logan Malvich. The City of Flint Police Department, Jordan Friend. The Grand Blanc Township Police Department, Andrew Lyons. Recruit Bailey Shireen. The Davison Township Police Department, Chase Kuzner. And the Office of the Sheriff, Genesee County, Deputy Isaiah Voorhees. These recruits have put in long hours, long days, as you know, as family and friends. And I know we've taken them away from me for a great period of time, but the dividends will pay off in the end, I guarantee you. So let's give them all one more round of applause for their accomplishments. As they make their way around. See, the larger we get, the longer it takes for them to get around, which is not a bad thing. I like it. When we first started this program, Sergeant, I think we'd have been done by now. So it's good to see it growing. Next up, we're going to be putting out awards to those who have done some wonderful things in the academy, marksmanship, scholastic awards, things like that. So we're going to start with a marksmanship award. I'm going to have Sergeant Cheney, our firearms instructor, present that award.
Okay, marksmanship award is given to the person that was consistently best shooter and showed safety throughout the firearms portion of training. The recruits received roughly 24 hours of classroom training prior to going to the shooting range. On the shooting range, probably another 50 to 55 hours. This year's marksmanship award is going to go to Officer Jason Myers of the Flint Police Department.
Thank you, Sergeant Cheney. The next award is the Donald Yules Award for Scholastic Excellence. I'm going to have Sharon Yules come up here to present that award, but before I do, I want to recognize the first runner-up. We had exceptionally high scores in this academy session, which was really, really good. But the first runner-up with an overall scholastic average of 95.25% is Chase Kuzner from the Davidson Township Police Department.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to all the graduates. My late husband, Don Yules, was a deputy with the Genesee County Sheriff's Department for 24 years. During his career, he received many honors, but his proudest achievement was serving as the chief advisor for the chief advisor for the Sheriff's Department Explorers Program. For 10 years, Don served and mentored and trained more than 400 high school students who wanted to pursue a career in law enforcement. Don valued education and appreciated his law enforcement career, which is why, before passing away in 2012, he established an endowment fund for the police academy. This fund allows us to give a monetary award to the recruit who has earned the highest scholastic achievement during the academy. With a scholastic average of a very impressive 98.15%, it gives me great pleasure to recognize and congratulate Jason Myers as this Academy's recipient of the Donald D. Yules Award.
Thank you, Sharon. Our next award is the Captain Colin Burney Award. And to talk about that award and make the presentation will be Deputy Chief Jeff Ancliffe from the Flint Police Department.
Morning, everybody. This award used to be called the POLC Scholarship Award until Captain Colin Burney's untimely on-duty death in February of 2022. That's when it was renamed the Colin Burney Award. So this year's recipient with a grade point average of 95.18% is Ann Demery.
Thank you, Chief. Our final award is the MCOLS Outstanding Performance Award. Now, this award is normally presented by someone from MCOLS, the Michigan Commission on Law Enforcement Standards. Unfortunately, the presenter wasn't able to make it today, so I will be presenting that award. I don't have the actual award because they've got it, but they will get the award when I get my hands on it. So. This award is presented to the recruit who exemplifies the highest standards in all phases of academy training. We're talking about appearance, scholastic, and just overall how they get along with everybody. And the award is actually, that their peers actually vote on this with some input from staff and instructors. So it's with my great pleasure to present the MCOLS Outstanding Performance Award, which I don't have, for this academy session to Jason Myers, City of Flint Police Department. It's rare that we have someone taking most of the awards, but I think this is maybe the second or third time in 19 academy sessions that it's happened. So, that look all right?
At this time, we have closing remarks by Jason Myers. No, just kidding, just kidding. Our closing remarks will be given by Richard Toronjo, Director, Beverly Hills Department of Public Safety.
Good morning, everybody. Great job, recruits and family members. A lot of people don't know what Director of Public Safety does, and if you ask my guys, they'd probably say nothing, but that's okay. I have some of the best men ever that I've ever worked with in my career. I'd like to have a moment of silence for the veterans who have died for our country, as well as the policemen and firemen. If you could just bow your heads for a second, please, and remember them and their families. Thank you. As we talk about soldiers, I'll change it up a little bit here. There was a great movie called A Few Good Men, and if anybody's ever seen that, raise your hand. Absolutely. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it, because it applies to every one of these people over here. Okay? In the movie, and I'll set it up for you, there's a guy who's a colonel. His name is Nathan Jessup, and he's the commander of the Marine Division. And his job is to protect this country and his men. He's being accused of murder, doctoring up some orders, and Tom Cruise, Lieutenant Caffey's a young lawyer, and he got him on the stand, and they're going back and forth. And as they go back and forth, everyone knows you can't handle the truth. Everybody's heard that, and we've all understood it. But there's more to that, to what he says. The colonel says a few more things. This country has walls, and those walls have to be protected. Think about that for a minute. That's pretty important. Here's our wall. The streets, they're going to do the street work for us, right? That's what's going to happen. And without them, there's chaos. I'm telling you, it's chaos. He also says one more thing. He says, you need me on that wall. You want me on that wall. We want you on that wall. We will need you on that wall. You're going to protect everybody. Yep, everybody. Mom and dad, grandparents, aunts and uncles, nephews, cousins, friends. You're also going to protect foes. Yeah, I said it, foes. In 1981, a friend of mine named Craig Scott, trooper, got killed. And I was so fortunate to have to fingerprint the guy, mug him, and talk to him. Yeah, you got to protect foes too. We need you on that wall. We want you on that wall. You're going to become the fabric of our society. You are. And just like Aesop's fable, the village is going to build a house and they're going to make a roof. And you take your branches and I take mine, we put them on the roof, it's going to leak. Definitely going to leak. Guess what? You're going to put them together. You're going to wrap it up, put them on top, and guess what? It's not going to leak. That's what you're going to do. We need you on that wall. We want you on that wall. Every day. You guys are going to be heroes, and not the sports celebrity kind either. And don't get a big head when I tell you that, because no one will like you. You're going to stand on that wall, and you'll never be alone. Never. God will be with you. Well, so will pastors, clergy, deacons, doctors, lawyers, nurses, firemen, store owners. They're with you. Don't ever feel alone. Do not. When you're on that wall, you're going to learn about empathy and compassion. I guarantee it. I always tell a story about my daughter playing softball. 16 years old, all she wants to do is go to college and play softball. Smart kid, too. And we're playing a team in Dearborn. There's 40 other teams. You want to look good, right? So she's playing first base, and she's a pretty good first baseman. She can pick up a ball, run down the road. If you get it to her, she'll pick it up. I think she's hit 30 home runs in 2 years. I mean, she is a stud. They call her a beast, but that's a term of endearment I found out later. Anyways, I'm watching the game, and it's not going well. I think my daughter hit a home run, and it's like 12-0, and we're in the 4th inning. That's not good. And coaches don't ever run up the score. That's a bad thing, okay? Anyways, we're batting 12 on our team, and there's 16 on their team. We're going to bat the entire 16. Well, there's a mercy rule. When you get around 10, 12, 14 runs, you get the 4th inning is done, right? So their last player who walks up to the plate is there. There's 2 outs. And the girl takes a couple swings. I'm thinking, oh, boy, we're going to be out of here in a minute. Well, she hits the ball. But as I watch her run, she's not running very fast. Matter of fact, she's chugging pretty hard. And the girl at third base, who couldn't catch a cold in the middle of winter, catches the ball and throws the ball over to my daughter, and it's dead center. And this girl's still chugging down the road. She's not really picking up the pace much. And I'm hearing the crowd yelling and screaming, and everybody's like, what is going on, right? So as the ball comes to my daughter, I'm thinking, this is it, we're done. She turns. The ball goes past her. I'm like, come on, are you kidding me? And it goes past her onto the fence line. The girl's still running. I'm thinking, wow. All right, so she runs, well, she jogs over and picks up the ball, and she's really taking her time, and she looks over, there's no pitcher to cover the bag. Now she's almost at first base, and my daughter just kind of walks over, and she calls timeout, takes the ball, and she flips it to the other coach. What the heck am I missing, right? She goes over the first base, pats the girl on the butt, and says something to her. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, my God. I got to go home, cut the grass. I got to, like everybody else, right? So the game's over, and again, what's important is that we learn empathy and compassion in religion and in sports, and that's why I'm telling you the story. So the girls all line up and they shake hands. That's wonderful, and I love that. At the end, my daughter gets a hug from that girl. And now I'm like, okay, I'm missing something here, and I was. At the end of the game, I went to the dugout. My daughter says, Dad, don't get mad. I said, I'm not mad. What happened? She says to me, that girl has 2 artificial legs. She has never gotten a hit before. I said, what'd you say to her? She said, good hit, kid, good hit. We need you on that wall. We want you on that wall. In the last part of that movie, Demi Moore is Lieutenant Galloway, and they ask her a question about, why do you like them so much? Why do you like them so much? She says, because they stand on that wall every day, and they say, nothing's going to harm you, not on my watch. Thank you.
On your feet. Go to bed. Report.
Sir, as a law enforcement officer, my fundamental duty is to serve the community, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression or intimidation, and the peaceful against violence or disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all to liberty, equality, and justice. I will keep my private life unsullied as an example to all, and will behave in a manner that does not bring discredit to me or to my agency. I will maintain courageous calm in the face of danger, scorn, or ridicule, develop self-restraint, and be constantly mindful of the welfare of others. Honest in thought and deed, both in my personal and official life, I will be exemplary in obeying the laws and regulations of my department. Whatever I see or hear of a confidential nature, or that is confided to me in my official capacity, will be kept ever secret unless revelation is necessary in the performance of my duty. I will never act officiously or permit personal feelings, prejudice, political beliefs, aspirations, animosities, or friendships to influence my decisions. With no compromise for crime and with relentless prosecution of criminals, I will enforce the law courteously and appropriately without fear of favor, malice, or ill will, never employing unnecessary force or violence, and never accepting gratuities. I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as a public trust to be held so long as I am true to the ethics of police service. I will never engage in acts of corruption or bribery, nor will I condone such acts by other police officers. I will cooperate with all legally authorized agencies and their representatives in the pursuit of justice. I know that I alone am responsible for my own standard of professional performance, and will take every reasonable opportunity to enhance and improve my level of knowledge and competence. I will constantly strive to achieve these objectives and ideals, dedicating myself before God to my chosen profession, law enforcement, sir.
Graduates, you are embarking on a career like no other, and the success of your professional career as well as your personal life will be the direct result of how closely you live by that code of ethics you just recited. I congratulate you on your accomplishments during this academy session and wish you all a very safe and successful career. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and my privilege to present to you the graduates of the Mott Community College Law Enforcement Regional Training Academy, LERTA 23.